Hello, everybody.
Day one.
We are at day one, our very first podcast episode. I guess we should say who's talking, eh?
We probably could.
Yeah. So this is Cassandra here from Living Holistic.
And Natasha Grinsaviches, your professional food geek and foodaceuticals junkie.
Awesome. So we
are collaborating.
Woo!
Yay!
It's so exciting.
Podcast number 1 regarding fun food awesomeness. And
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of fun things coming your way. Look forward to crazy.
Yes, the unknown craziness that's about to come.
Yeah, and we're untitled so far. So we might have to
Yes.
reach out to you guys to help us become titled. So yeah, Untitled
Yes.
podcast number 1.
Get a little feel of us this week, and if you can think of something cool, then let us know, because we are untitled.
We are.
Yes.
And we want to be titled, so help us.
Give us a label.
Yeah, help us, help you.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Cassandra's going to kind of take things off.
Yes. So, we're going to kind of start off by talking about maybe what we plan for our podcast. Give you a little introduction to ourselves. Who the heck are we?
Yeah, and why do you want to listen to us?
Yeah, exactly.
There are so many reasons, P.S.
Yes. We are pretty cool.
And cute.
Yeah. Cool with a K, though. But.
Oh, yes.
Okay, should we talk about ourselves first?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead. Who are you?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. All right. Well, I am a Norfolk Countian. I was born here. I moved around a lot, but I'm back here raising my beautiful family.
Beautiful family.
They're very cute, right? Like super
Yes.
duper cute. Yeah. Yeah. I have a daughter. She's 2.5. Oh, dear Lord. She's amazing. And keeps me on my toes and makes me... Oh, she's a non-eater, of course. As a nutrition person, she's a
Your
non-eater.
worst nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're working through that. So if you have any non-eater kids and you need some help, reach out, man. I will give you all of my tips and tricks for sure. So who am I? I am your professional food geek. So what that means is that 20 plus years, I think 24 years, I've been in the nutrition industry. I started when I was 19 years old. And if you can do math, then now you know how old I am. Boo. So started in there, loved every second of it, and just continued in there. So I've been in the retail end of things for most of that time. You know, got my feet wet in the first, 3 to 5 years, and then moved into more of a management role. Did a lot of self-study, read 3 books a week for years.
Bookworm.
Total bookworm. I love books. They're my favorite. And then, kind of moved in with that. Really, I'm a science person. So before I went into the nutrition world, I had a certificate in pre-health sciences, as well as a year of industrial microbiology under my belt. Because I like to grow things on cool stuff. And I think that's really neat.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, I know, right? Super cool. So big science geek. Fast forward through a couple of years of awesome retail, wonderful things. Decided to go back to school, went to university for foods and nutrition. So I'm trained in my undergrad as a dietitian, but that's about as far as that went. Well, not as far as that went. Instead of going in through for dietetics, I actually became a high school teacher. Did that for a couple of years. Well, 4 years to be
I think
exact.
you would have been a sweet high school teacher.
I was. Not to toot my own horn, toot toot, but I was rad. I think
I would have loved if you were my teacher.
I think I rocked it. Especially when I was teaching the grade 12 food science class.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Hey, I should probably, any of my previous students, you want to reach out, go right ahead, because then you can, validate my self-awesomeness here. So high school teacher.
I would love to hear some stories. Yes.
Oh, there are stories. Oh, we'll get into that.
Okay,
yeah.
awesome.
Okay, so, and then after that, kind of went back into the retail world. Sadly, couldn't get full-time in teaching and just, needed to pay a mortgage. So I was offered full-time back into management. So ended up doing that. We can talk further about that, because my stories will take forever. And then I built a whole entire section in a pharmacy, and it was extremely scary because I lived my whole entire life in a health food store being very, very snobby. Very, very snobby.
At least you can admit it.
Oh, heck yeah. So my standards were really high. I was very critical, and thank goodness I was, because I think I really established something awesome.
It was amazing.
I bridged a gap. I feel like I like that. I like bridging that gap, connecting the two worlds. There's absolutely a place in that. And because of my science background, I think I out-talked some of the pharmacists in sciencey talk. They glazed over, and
you are very sciencey.
I do. I try. Yeah. Well, I don't try. I try not to be as sciencey, but I just love it so much. So built that, did that, consulted with a lot of the doctors would come my way, and we would have awesome conversations, worked with our medical team, work with our pharmaceutical team, work with our naturopathic doctors in and around town. Just love collaborating, love people, love exploring who does what, where, how, and when. And then I moved into the other side of retail sales. So I became a product educator and sales rep for a nutraceuticals company, and I will totally shamelessly drop them later. Don't worry. Certified Naturals will be your new favorite too. And then my daughter. So I had to make a bit of a pivot, if you will.
Word, yes.
Pivot. That's a Friends reference, if anybody didn't get it. Yes, I love Friends.
Me too.
It's so good. So pivoted, ended up landing a position in Port Dover where I didn't have to drive everywhere and leave my poor little daughter, who obviously we have amazing family everywhere. But anyways, mom guilt equals I ended up landing a different position kind of out of our industry. And now I am building myself up and collabing with my fellow people in the industry.
Hi.
In walks Cassandra. So Cassandra, your turn.
Okay, well, I don't really have as much of a crazy fun story as you do.
But you're also quite a bit younger.
Yeah, I don't have as many,
years.
What's the right word here?
Trips around the sun?
Yes. Yeah. We'll say that. We'll
last lines.
Yeah. Well, I have plenty of those already. Don't worry.
Hardly.
Okay, so who am I? I am also a Norfolkian all my life. Have not really moved anywhere other than Norfolk. From one small town to the next. I got a little bit bigger from Boston to Waterford to Simcoe.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I got a little bit more out there
City
as we
girl.
went, you know. So what about me? I own Living Holistic. So if you haven't come in, I'm sorry, but due to the current circumstances, you are not allowed in.
But watch the videos. It's a great tour online. And order online. She does deliveries and pickups. Do it.
I do have some other options for you, but I would love for you to come in and see the store. It's very, very soon, hopefully. Mm-hmm. So how did I get there? Well, I went to college for fitness and decided I was too lazy to teach people all day long. That was just not really my thing.
That's really fun.
I could work out for maybe an hour a day, but maybe even that. I don't know.
You got me beat.
Yeah.
I love physical fitness. I do. And I support it and promote it and do all of the things, but I really admire people who can do it every day.
Oh, yeah. If you are a fitness instructor, you are amazing.
You are.
Yes.
It's true. And we love you.
Yes, we love you. So yeah, I started off there and then started dabbling into some nutrition courses, got a job at a pharmacy and met a very special person to me.
Who? Who did you meet?
Oh, I don't know. I think her name was Natasha.
Was it me?
It was you.
Me.
Yeah.
She met me.
I met Natasha, Green Savages, Tashi, Tash, Cash, you know. She's got lots of names.
Yeah. Together we're actually Cash.
Yeah. So, if you're thinking of a name for us, just remember, we do have the nickname Cash. So, if you want to try and put that in there.
Yeah, Tash, Cash. It just happened.
Yeah. Figure it out, you got it. So yeah, you really helped me kind of figure out, do I want to do this? There's a lot of different types of professions I was looking at through my time there.
Yes, you were.
Yeah. I don't even remember. Some of them was like flight attendant, plumber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I went all out there.
My favorite was own a, the greenhouse was good. I do like that one. That was good.
Yeah.
That still is a doable thing.
Yeah.
But owning a vintage Beetle van, a vintage Volkswagen van,
Yes.
driving it across the country and doing like pop-up, whatever. The pop-up was different each week.
Yep.
She came in.
Yeah.
It was
bracelets at
Yep.
one point. We were just gonna like buy yard sale stuff and resell
Yep,
it. There's lots of different
food.
ideas.
There's a couple of food. It was great.
Yeah. Oh, remember when I wanted to own that popsicle stand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you that whole business side because that may still be something I want to
Again,
do. You never
still
know.
optional.
Yeah.
Still optional.
So I like to keep my options open, but you really helped me kind of figure out that yes, nutrition was the way to go, and the rest is history. Now here I am, and here you are, and here we are together.
And it's
so
great.
The dream team is back together
Love
again.
it.
Yes.
Love it. And we're coming to share with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So before we get too far more into it, what's the purpose of our podcast?
I think just sharing really cool nutrition stuff, whether it be lifestyle choices. I'm again, obviously food geek and science stuff. So like nutraceuticals are going to absolutely play a role in how they work in your body. And I think with Cass, with her certification as well, that touches upon a lot of things, and it's how we integrate. I think it's how we live with food.
Right.
We all have food hangups. We all love it. We hate it. We have issues. We're going to explore those. We'll take whatever you guys want us to talk about for sure.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we get a lot of that so we don't have to think about things to talk about ourselves.
Yes.
Come on now.
We like to talk. We don't like to think.
Yeah. We just like to just put it out
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how nutraceuticals and food play a role in your life and how to make lifestyle choices around it. Obviously I can offer some really exciting insight and intel on kids because I was 40 when I had Maeve. That was interesting.
And also you've been a teacher.
Yep. Worked with high school students, did a lot of subbing for that. I've also worked, I had a little stint in daycare too, so that was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I was a gymnastics coach for pretty much my whole entire life. So
I forgot about that.
I know, right? Me too, until right now. Yeah. So lots of fun things. We're going to integrate nutrition and nutraceuticals into your life and tell you how to live with them. And also because we both worked in pharmaceutical climates, we can talk about how to integrate your medical protocols into your life as well, and who to talk to about that, and how to talk to people about that, and how to really look at what's a potential problem and how to get around that and how to work with it. So
yes. I think you kind of hit the nail right on the head. That's exactly how I envision things as well.
Awesome. High five.
Oh, that was perfect.
That was perfect. Don't worry, we're now Purelling.
Yes.
We're alcoholing, and not to mention names of whatever, but we've got alcohol.
And we are far apart.
We are.
So we're we're social
why we're
distancing.
Yelling.
Yes. Okay, so tell me, what is your nutrition style? Every nutritionist has a style.
Yeah. Well, recently, I'm almost done creating my website. And so this is really a great question.
Woo!
I'm so excited. So look for that soon. My style of nutrition is geek, full geek. So I am a food geek. So I'm going to tell you, and my style is helping you geek out your food to make it work for you. And then also, what foods can we elevate to geek status to become your foodeceutical? So how do we use food as therapy? Sorry, how do we use food as therapy? And that's how I like to use it. Because like as a nutritionist,
right,
we love food. We love food.
We love food.
Like for better or for worse, we're in it, and that's it. What I will help you with, and myself as we move along, because of course it's a lot of self-growth in here too, is how do we take the foods that we know are good for us, yet they're lacking because of the way we practice farming or the way that things are happening, and we're just over, crops. We're not getting, like, broccoli 100 years ago has a completely different nutritional profile than broccoli today. A factory farmed cow has a completely different nutritional profile than a pasture raised cow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So these are the things that I will be able to explore with you, and how to elevate your food and choose those foods that are going to give you a better density per bite. So, what are those food geeks, like, what foods are geeks basically? And that is how I roll. I'm like, let me give you the best bang for your buck. When you have a kid that doesn't eat and literally only have one bite of something, what one bite is going to count the most? That's what my style is.
Yes, and I love your style. You
Thanks.
are definitely a food geek. You are the biggest geek I've ever met, in the best way.
Absolutely.
Ever.
And I wish you to live long and prosper.
Thank you.
Just know that I'm doing the Vulcan salute right now.
I genuinely, I know it's a, what's it called?
Star Trek.
Star Trek. But I have no idea what
That's
that
okay.
means.
That's okay. I'll carry
Yes,
I'll
yeah.
carry it
You
on.
can just geek
Yeah.
out, and
Well.
that's not my style. And that's great because
Because your style is awesome.
a whole different perspective from me.
Excellent.
So where you'll get a lot of geeky stuff, a lot of sciencey information from Tash, you're going to get a lot more of a laid back kind of perspective from me. I'm very basic, I guess. I'm okay with being basic. I think basic's fine.
I think it is fine too. I think it's because it's a foundation.
Yes.
You're foundational.
Yes. So I'm very more, let's look into everything that's going on. So if you're having a digestive issue, it might not be because of what you're eating or how you're eating. It could be anything that's going on. It could be your stress. It could be literally anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at more than just what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's look at your whole life. Let's look at your history of your life.
Yes.
And see what's
Huge.
going on there. So, and I'm very into not just food, and I know you're not just food. Like we are both like mind, body, everything.
Yep. Yep.
But I like to look at everything and just kind of know your life, I guess, and see it from that way. And then I'm gonna tell you in the most basic way possible because that's just who I am. So you're very sciencey, and I absolutely love that because I'm, like we were saying earlier, we were talking for, I don't know, like 2 hours before our podcast.
I think so.
And I'm really bad at English. If you've noticed in my videos on Instagram and Facebook, and if you haven't watched them, please watch them, but my English is so bad.
You know what? Keep working with me. I'll help you out.
Yeah,
I'll help you
yeah.
out.
And I think that's why I like to be just very basic, straight to the point. This is what's going on with you.
Yeah.
This is how we're going to fix you.
No fancy pants.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't try to be fancy. I've
No, but
grown
fancy
up in science.
is needed.
Yeah, I've grown up in science, and that's the
Yes.
terminology that I know.
And the other thing is, that's great with us, is maybe if you go off on like a scientific tangent,
You
I
can pull me
just-
back in.
Yeah, I can just be like, so everybody, what she's trying to say is...
And then sometimes I'll zhuzh up her stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be
That's
good.
exactly right. So if I just say A and B make C, she'll be like, and this is how that happens.
I will totally do that.
Yes.
I will be that
Oh,
person for you.
good.
Yay.
I'm glad because I don't like doing that.
Oh, that's my favorite. It's my favorite.
Yes,
We're the
that's
yin.
why we work
That's
so well
together. We're the yin and
Yes.
yang of this. I love
Yes.
it. Awesome. Okay, so now you've got a good take on cash
Yes.
and how we're working together
is
as
us.
a team. This is us. This is awesome.
Do you want
and
to play a game?
I do want to play a game because games are awesome.
Okay. Let's play this or that.
Okay.
Apples or oranges?
Apples.
Oranges.
Apples.
No. Okay, I don't mind apples, but oranges. Think about in the summer and you're really, really hot.
Yeah.
And you go into your fridge.
Yeah.
You take a bite of a cold orange.
You put your oranges in the fridge?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
You have to put your oranges in the fridge. They have to be ice cold. cold.
I will try that.
Oh, that's why you
and
said
maybe
apples.
it'll turn into orange.
That's literally why you said apples.
All right, I'll try it.
Give it a try.
But I mean, it's really hard to beat a crisp Granny Smith.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They're all right. Well, actually, you are actually in the majority.
Yeah.
So we asked on Instagram, apples or oranges. 79% of people said apples.
No way. Well, maybe because we're around apple orchards and we don't live in Florida.
Okay, that's true. Maybe I should move to Florida in my hippie van.
Okay. I'll go with you. I will come with you.
Okay, fine.
And we'll bring all of our family
Yeah.
because we love them.
Yeah.
We'd miss
All
them.
right. Sweet or salty?
Ooh, sweet.
Salty.
So sweet.
Yes, you are sweet.
Yes.
You're a sweet girl.
100%.
From the inside and the outside.
That's right.
You are sweet.
I melt when I go in the rain. I wish.
What is your favorite
Chocolate.
sweet? Yeah.
Chocolate. I love chocolate. I eat chocolate every day. It's in my cup right now.
You know what? I kind of was questioning my answer on this one because I love chocolate, but I think I said salty because I like a crunch.
I appreciate that.
I need a crunch, and a crunch only goes well with the salt.
I can appreciate that. I mean, I'm like, and when I do salty, I like plain potato chips.
No.
Yes. There are so many chips in my house that I will just not, I don't touch them and that's awesome. Because none of them are plain.
Okay, I know we're nutritionists and we love healthy food, but have you ever had Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips?
I don't like spice.
Oh!
Is that another question?
No, it's not. I should have made
spice
it.
or not spice? Not spice.
Spice. All the spice. Spicier, the better.
I wish I liked spice because there's so many health benefits to
That's
spice,
very
but
true.
I don't like it.
Oh,
I know, I wish. No.
All right.
And I find
spice
the
for
Miss
you.
Vicky's too crunchy.
Oh, no.
I know. I'm a weirdo.
Okay. Well, you won this one as well. 65% of people said sweet, 35% salty. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
I knew you were going to say that.
Coffee.
And again, I am opposite.
Tea.
I don't like coffee.
I love coffee.
If you are a non-coffee drinker, thank you.
I do like tea. I mean, I appreciate that as well. But you'll rarely find it in my cup.
You know, I don't really drink tea that often, but sometimes I
Yeah.
just need a cup of tea.
Yeah.
But it's never like what's those English breakfast
Right.
something? It's never that. It has to be like a peppermint tea, a ginger tea, a lemon tea.
And it's funny because if I ever am drinking a tea, it is hardcore like
The
a black
traditional,
tea of some sort because I am the weirdest person and I like to put cream in my tea. So that's why I drink coffee because
You're never allowed to drink tea.
No,
ever
I know
again.
I'm
that
not.
just
I'm
ruins tea.
Now that being said, I have a hard time with cream. I enjoy it and appreciate it and I love it from afar. So what I've been doing is buzzing MCT oil into my coffee to make it creamy. So and it does a pretty good trick. A pretty good trick.
Yeah. I can appreciate that, but no thank you.
Definitely. That's funny. Okay, what's the ratio on that one?
60% coffee, 40% tea. I'm surprised it's so close, to be honest. I was thinking coffee was
Would
gonna
take her? Oh no, there's so many tea drinkers for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, all right, I guess so.
Well, aren't you just a unicorn?
Okay, last one. You've seen it, didn't you?
I just looked at it.
Peanut butter or jelly?
So peanut butter.
Yes.
Come on.
I will agree with you. Peanut butter all the way.
100%.
All the way.
100%.
Although, if I had an almond butter, I would choose almond butter.
I was just thinking that would I'm there with you on that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, if you said peanut butter and almond butter, totally almond butter.
Oh, yeah.
If you have not had almond butter,
Real almond butter
on an apple slice,
Oh, yes. Okay.
then you would totally be apples.
If the question was apples with almond butter or oranges, obviously I would go apples.
with almond butter, yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
almond butter is my jam. Wait.
Ah!
We were both very right on that one.
Yes.
86% said peanut butter, 14% said jelly.
Huh.
I could never picture just eating jelly, or eating jelly on a piece of toast, eating jelly on anything?
No, I'm not. No.
Eating it from a spoon? I don't know how people are eating. How do you eat your jelly?
I don't know. We have red pepper jelly, and that goes really good on grilled cheeses.
Yeah. Or like a crepe or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what we'll be inserting in all of our podcasts, or like fun little recipe facts.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, so later on down the road, do you have a hot topic or no? We can just do mine.
Many. Let's just do yours.
Well, we'll do it a little bit later on, but mine is based on a food, and there are some like recipe-y things in it, so
I like it.
We'll add that to it too.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So thank you everybody who put in your opinions on the this or that, and if you like that, let us know because we would love to add some more games and stuff. So, yeah. How did you get into nutrition?
I got sick. I was a sick kid. So when I was I went to PDCS. Go Lakers. We're not there anymore. Yeah. Sadly. So when I was in grade 11, I moved in with my dad, and he lived in Sarnia. So I left high school in Dover to finish high school in Sarnia. I became a St. Clair Colt. Our colors were purple, which was kind of cool, but green is my favorite color. So
same.
Awesome.
I knew.
So when I moved there, I became really sick. I was always quite anemic, to the point where I think my doctors at one point threatened me with a blood transfusion.
Ooh,
I was that teenager. I know I was.
You were that teenager.
I was not. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Still apologizing. So anyway, at this point I had some college behind me, so I was interested in science, and my stepmother at the time, she brought home this elixir of life that changed my world.
Do you remember what it was to this
day? Sure do.
What was it?
Floridix.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Literally the elixir of life.
Yes.
Flora brand Floridix. It's a Hubner product made in Germany. It is
sold at Living Holistic.
It is ideal for reuniting you with your blood. It was really a savior. In 1 week, I noticed a huge difference. I didn't realize how much I was suffering in my studies and at school with I that kind of stuff until I actually gained it back. I was sleeping 23 hours a day and still tired. I could not function and was just really, really sick. So I looked at this bottle of life and went, where on earth does one get this? And she directed me to my local health food store. And I walked in, and it was like a light bulb went off, and the heavens shone down on me, and the angels sang, "Ah." And that is how I got into the health food world. So I was 19, ended up working in health food retails forever. And because I had the science background, I could read a ridiculous amount very quickly and apply it. And can I share one more story?
Of course.
The first thing, so I would carry around the encyclopedia, the prescriptions.
Yes.
Prescriptions.
I have 3 copies of that, by the way.
That is the best way.
If somebody wants to read it, I literally have 3 copies of that book.
It's the best. It's the nutrition health food world Bible. So anybody starting out in the industry or the business or whatever, and you want to know things, get this book. It's an A to Z guide of symptoms and options. It's really
amazing.
Great. Very good. Lots of other information in there too. So my arm got really strong because I would just carry around this book.
Of course. It's a large book.
It's a large book, yeah. And we had a stand that it was out on, and I remember the first time that somebody had come in with an issue, with a symptom. I believe it was constipation, because when you're nutrition, you talk about what goes in and comes out every day. All day.
Almost everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is just this is just what you talk about.
Yeah.
And so I remember the first time I was talking to somebody and I knew the answer, and it was flax. It was flaxseed oil to reduce inflammatory conditions within the bowel. And I remember, I'm like, this is what I think it is. Let me just look it up. And I was right. And it was awesome. And I was like, that was it.
How good did that feel?
Oh my goodness. Best feeling in the world.
Yes.
Yeah. And I helped this person and it was helpful. And they would come back and they would tell me how helpful it was.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. So yeah, that was my hook, line, and sinker right there. That was
I love that.
No turning back.
Yes.
Yep. Great story.
You? So for me, it kind of, I wouldn't say I was sick, but in high school, you don't eat well.
Or at all.
Well, for me, I ate a lot. I ate a lot. But what I was eating was, like macaroni and cheese or
microwavable things.
Yeah.
And granola bars and cereal.
Yeah. Or Mr. Noodles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I lived on those. Kool-Aid and juices and pop. Oh, I never liked to pop, but juices was a big thing for me too. And I was always active in high school. Like I was on the rugby team and I was a cheerleader. Figure that one out.
I like it.
Best of both worlds, I guess.
like it. It's perfect.
But I was always very active, but I never felt good. I never felt good in my body. I never felt good about like how I felt, how I looked, how I acted. I was dealing with a lot of hormonal stuff at the time. And then I started going on a diet like all high school girls do, which I do not not recommend for anybody, but high school girls will be high school girls sometimes. And I did it the right way. If there is a right way to diet, there is the way of actually researching how to eat properly, what to do to actually eat, not just to take like diet pills that you can find at pharmacies and things like that. So I actually researched how to eat properly and I started feeling better. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm active and I'm eating good. I'm going to go to school for fitness. And then we've heard the story from there. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into nutrition.
That's cool. That's cool. It's nice to make those connections.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, how did we meet? Do you remember?
I interviewed you.
That was the best interview of my life. And by the way, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I got a parking ticket.
Did you really?
Yeah, because my interview was like 2 hours long. It was really long. And I was in 2-hour parking. And I got a parking ticket.
That
And I remember going, well, I better have got that job.
That's awesome.
And I did.
You did. You sure did. Yeah.
So it was worth the parking ticket.
Yeah. Good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's hilarious. I had no idea. That's so funny.
Do you remember interviewing me? Like, do you remember that day? What did you think of me?
I thought you were very inspired.
You can tell me.
No, totally. Your energy was high. You were inspired. You were starting out. You were new. You were moldable.
Yes, I was.
You were malleable, and that's when my kicked in, and I was like, ew.
Do you want to tell everybody what your nickname for me was?
You hate it though.
Yeah, you can tell them.
You're my minion. You were my minion. You were totally my minion. And my mini-me.
Yes. And I like mini-me better, but minion was, I couldn't have done without it.
And you know why I ended up doing that is because when I went through teaching, I was a student teacher, and that's what they called all the student teachers is your minion, because we did all the minion work.
Now that you said that, it makes more sense.
So I'm like, you're totally mine. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a minion. I have a minion of my own.
You know how and I never took offense to it, but you've seen the movie.
Yeah, I've seen, yes.
And they're just these little slaves to it.
Yeah. And of course I knew I was using Minion before the movie was out. Yeah. But yes. But no, the Mini-Me was definitely much better.
Yes.
Because you were my Mini-Me.
Yeah. Still am.
Yeah. No,
I'm still moldable, Yeah. I'm a constant learner, so you can teach me anything.
Samesies. Yeah.
That's what I like about us.
I think so.
Yeah, we can keep our minds open.
Yeah, and we bring a lot to the table.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely two sides of a coin.
For sure. Yeah. But then at the same time, so weirdly similar.
Yeah, well, two sides of a coin, same coin.
I guess.
And it's cash!
Wow! I
don't want to high-five you, but we're social distancing.
No, we are not high-fiving. We met one more time before this.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, do tell.
So, you were working a booth for the pharmacy that you're working at the fair, the Simcoe Fair.
Oh, yeah, did that a lot.
And I just so happened to run into you at your booth, and we were talking about nutrition a little bit. I forget what was there. I think you were selling, or you were sampling Organic Traditions snacks.
Yeah.
So we got started talking about that.
Yeah. Did I have my rep there with me?
No, you didn't. I don't think you did. But
he's awesome.
Maybe, but I was only talking to you.
Yeah.
And this was when I was just finishing my diploma in fitness.
Okay.
And I walked away, and I was with Spencer, and I said, "Wow, I really liked her. I really liked her energy." I said, "I would love to kind of do what she does." And then
foreshadow.
That was so weird because I think a year after that was kind of around the time that you interviewed me.
Yeah.
So strange.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I don't remember. Yeah. Which is sad but true, aging brain. But I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it would be more memorable for me anyways because I was just somebody talking to you at the time, right?
There's a lot of that talk that happened.
Yeah. But I just remember being like, wow, like it was so cool talking to this lady, this lovely, beautiful girl. Yeah, this so smart, awesome lady.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we actually met one time before that.
That is
I can't believe I never told you that story.
No, I am so out of the loop.
Oh, wow. Well, now you know.
Now I know. That's awesome.
How are we doing for time? Let's just check. Okay, we're pretty good.
Okay.
So before we do our hot topic, I want to do a nutrition hot topic. So something that's kind of on trend right now. We're going to explain what it is and kind of give our take on it.
Love it.
Do we like it? Do we not like it? What are our thoughts on it? What are the pros and cons in our own personal opinions on it?
Like it.
So, before I get into mine, I just want to know what's a myth about you that is kind of something you want to get off your chest. Like, what do people think about you that is wrong?
I don't even know. The only thing that I've ever... You might have more of an idea. Maybe, hopefully you have something, because you're smiling like you do.
Well, I want to hear what you say first.
So the only time I can think of somebody or knowing something like that is my first year of university. So I was 26 when I started university, and it was at the time of double cohort. So I was 10 years older than the high school kids that were coming into university. So that was interesting.
Wow.
And so... And at this point, I was 11 years into retail in natural health, and so and educated myself. So I had a lot of information in my brain, and got into university, and was again kind of snobby at that point because I'm like, medical model, what? So, but trying to take it with a grain of salt and really absorb all of that information so I could utilize it to my best benefit. So I remember we were, studying for exams, and we were in our group sessions and what have you, and one of the girls had said, Tash, I was like scared of you, or like I didn't know if I would like you, or
oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't even know what to do. I was like, my heart dropped. I'm like, what? I'm sorry. And I think I almost started crying because I'm like, what? And they're like, no. It's like, now I love you. You're my friend. And, but she's like, I remember we were in our one of our first lectures in foods and nutrition, like nutrition year one. And just to let you know, a lot of my profs were obese. And so I had I had a really hard time. I had some trust issues.
Oh, yeah.
And I questioned that. And and you know what? I'm glad I did. I'm critical. Be critical. Ask the questions. Challenge everything, everyone, because it's like nutrition is so non-static. It just changes. And if you don't roll with the changes, then you're gonna be left behind. So I had the amount of questions. So there's about 150 people maybe in my lecture, or maybe less, maybe about 100. So not a big lecture hall for university anyways. And because it was nutrition, my teacher turned out to be one of the worst profs I've ever had. And it was so disappointing because I was so excited. Yeah. I was so excited.
Teachers can make or break a subject.
Totally, 100%. So I asked a question, and I swear I only asked a quarter of the questions that I actually had. I just went home and looked the rest up. But I asked a question because it was just clarifying something, something about calcium or, I don't know, protein, I don't know, something like that. But this girl, who's my friend, she is like, you asked this question, and I didn't even understand the question. I didn't even understand how you knew how to ask that question. I didn't realize that was a question in existence. She's like, I was so scared of you at that. And I'm like, oh dear, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so let me intervene for a second because you are literally the nicest person I've ever met. And I'm not just saying that because you're in front of me, but like genuinely you are.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, I can understand why she said that because, like we were saying earlier, you're so sciencey, you're so geeky, you're so, and just the way you present yourself and the way, like the words that you use and everything is so kind of above and beyond like a normal kind of vocabulary that it's intimidating sometimes.
I can
so
see
then
that. People
get a little like, ooh,
standoffish.
Yeah, so I can get it, but don't let Tash scare you. She is this little fuzzy teddy bear inside and out. Well, not out because you're not fuzzy.
Well, I mean, it is the winter time, but whatever, stay warm.
Yeah, so I can see that.
Yeah, so I think that would be.
Yeah, and that was going to be kind of what I was going to say about you was that maybe sometimes people are like intimidated by you, which is not a myth because they should, that they should be because you will obviously dumb it down for people. But you are very smart and you use those words, so.
You know what? At this point, with the amount of teaching I've done, I should really have it under my belt.
You should know how to talk to high school kids.
I do. And well, it's funny. I mean, I talk to Maeve like this too.
Well, that's because she's gonna end up growing up and out talking you at that point then.
I think today I had a conversation with her about how I thought that her behavior was inappropriate and I needed her to think about.
And she's 2.5.
The consequences of what she's done. Literally, that sentence came out of my face at her at like 3:00 this afternoon.
And probably any other 2.5-year-olds would just look at you like, I'm sorry, I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah, my 2-year-old laughs at me and runs away.
Love it.
100% laughs at me. The more I get frustrated with her, the more she laughs and is like, can I pour a glass of wine yet? But yeah, so I think that would be it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So call me out on it if I'm getting too techie.
Yeah. If she gets into her geeky world too much,
Cass will pull me out.
Yeah. Just look at her and be like, hi.
Glaze over.
Yeah. Hello, I'm right here. Please tell me this.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
But I wouldn't change that because that is literally you. So we can't change.
No.
We can't change who you are.
No, I can't change your spots.
No. What's a myth about me?
What's a myth about you?
I should have thought about this before I added this as a question because then I have a question or an answer prepared. I don't know. Maybe you have one for me. Let me think for a second though. I would say a myth about me is that I don't know. I literally can't think of a myth about me. Like, in my personal opinion, and I don't know how well this comes across in real life, but I feel like I'm pretty open and honest about who I am. So I feel like...
And you are. You're very... Yeah, you're...
Is there a myth about me? Sometimes I feel like maybe because I'm just very, like, myself, I can come off, like... a little hard maybe sometimes, but
I've witnessed conversations I have not been a part of that conversation because I don't live in the world of confrontation.
Yeah, so. I don't take a lot of crap from people.
Yes. And honestly, watching it is something of a thing of beauty and science. It's really interesting.
Well, to be fair though, if I did take crap from people, I probably wouldn't own a business.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't be where I am. Like, I'd probably still be working part-time somewhere, doing nothing that I want to do.
Exactly. Yeah, you're small, but mighty.
Yeah.
You're
I'm this little 5'2" blonde, looks very sweet on the outside
sure
girl.
Do.
And I mean, I am very, like, let's make sure the viewers know I'm a very nice person.
You're a very nice person. I enjoy you. You're great. But man, if I need backup, I'm calling Cass, man. She's like, you're a fiery little bulldog. and it's awesome, and I do, like, when I am faltering or when I am hanging back or when I am feeling like I'm defeated, because I am a non-confrontational person. I really am. I am that person. I am very much that person to a fault. A fault. But I think I'm like, okay, if I were Cass, how would I move forward?
Oh, yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah,
I will take that as a compliment.
Please do. I think the myth about you too is that because you do display information on a really laid back level.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, sure. Your intelligence is so much higher than what you portray.
And you know what I think it is? It's because I might be very, like, honest, open, take no crap, but I am very self-conscious, especially in nutrition, because I'm not trying to stir the pot or anything, but I know you know this, that the nutrition world can be very cutthroat.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Because there's so many different types of opinions, and, like, there's so many scientific studies out there that support this and that.
Yes.
That there's a lot of people in this industry, and I'm not saying everybody is, but there's a lot of people in and out of the industry who, when you say something, they will just, like...
Debates are heated.
And I don't like being in a debate, especially because I'm such a, like...
You're laid back
bulldog at the same time. Like, I'm so laid back, but I'm such a bulldog at the same time, where I feel like if you're attacking me as a person, I just don't want to get into that. No. And I want to make everyone feel happy and healthy, and that's all I want from people. So sometimes I feel like I try and be more... I'm only going to tell you information if you ask me because I'm not going to tell you what I feel if you didn't ask me, because that's when we get into it.
Exactly.
So.
And it's funny when the debates are happening, I am that person that will debate both sides.
Yes.
I will. I mean, if both sides are debatable.
Yes.
If they're not, I will kind of snuff, but whatever.
I respect anybody's view on nutrition, but if I think it's an unsafe view, that's where I'll step in.
That's when we kind of pop up our little defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, great. Let's get that out of the way forever. Okay, my hot topic, my hot health trend, that chickpeas are the new cauliflower.
Oh.
So you know how cauliflower, you can make anything?
Rice it.
Chickpea is the new cauliflower.
Chickpea is the new cauliflower.
What are your thoughts? Okay, so let me tell you some things that people are making with chickpeas.
Okay.
You can make, there's a chickpea pasta now.
Yes. Oh, I do like chickpea pasta.
Me too. That's what I use.
Yeah, I like it.
You can use chickpeas as, like, a snack. So there's, like, chickpeas.
I do like those too.
You can make desserts like ice cream and cookie
dough.
doughs.
Sure can.
Hummus, of course.
Obvious.
And milk. There's now chickpea milk.
Chickpea chickpea milk, eh?
Yes, and I've actually had it.
Yeah.
I really liked it, but
It'd be pretty mild.
yeah, it didn't have much of a flavor. It didn't have much of like a slimy texture where some of the other nut milks do.
Yeah.
I personally really liked it. But what's your thought? What's your take?
I like it. I like chickpea as an option for sure. Because you're hitting a lot of the markets. You're hitting, you're gluten-free, you're gluten intolerant, you're and like on that end, like you're grain sensitive people. You're definitely providing an option there. But then you are hitting up your legume issues.
Yes.
So I mean, obviously, if you have a legume issue, don't do it. Find a different option. But that goes to say for cauliflower, if you can't do a cruciferous vegetable, then don't do that. It's not going to work for you. And with cauliflower, everybody's like, oh, you don't even taste the cauliflower in this pizza dough. You do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But I enjoy the flavor of cauliflower, so I like using stuff like that. My husband hates it, so it's not one of those things that is commonly practiced in my household because honestly, he does
2 dishes is too much work sometimes.
Totally. Well, he does all the cooking.
Oh, yes.
So
you don't like to cook.
No, okay, and I'm sorry. Let me explain. I am an academic nutritionist. That's my jam. It's my peanut butter. That's my almond butter.
There you go.
And my husband loves cooking, and he's real good at it, and I love food, and it's a win-win situation. I try my hardest to do the cleanup when he does the cooking, so
that works.
It's a good thing. Yeah, and if I cook, nobody eats it because I use things like cauliflower and the weird stuff, and they all hate it, and
and then you just have leftovers for yourself.
Exactly. So I make my own stuff. If I were just cooking for myself, and I'm going to air quote cooking for you there, I would literally survive on smoothies and vegetables, smoothies and salads, and and eggs. I'm a big egg fan. That's
We'll get
and that's it. I could easily survive without an oven. Sad but true.
Yeah, we actually have an oven at home and we never use it. We use the microwave oven.
Right.
Not microwave. We don't even have a microwave.
Right.
But the little toaster
oven.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Toaster oven.
Yeah, I could totally live with a dorm lifestyle with a hot plate and a toaster oven. 100%. 100% could do that. Because if I'm gonna bake, which is also very few and far between, I could easily do it in a toaster oven. But
yeah, I'll bake sometime. I gotta be in the mood. The reason why I don't bake is because to cook and to bake, the cleanup between the two, baking is so much more annoying to clean up.
Yeah, I have to, if I bake. And I bake a little bit more now with a baby. Well, she's not a baby anymore, but I'll try to make cookies and muffins and stuff. Eventually this will work out and she'll eat them and it'll be worth my while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll, and that's easy enough. And I do love watching baking shows. That's my guilty pleasure.
You do?
I do. It's a PBR though.
Oh no.
Guilty pleasure.
No.
Like the chocolate
Well, my guilty pleasure right now is the Tiger King on Netflix. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started. Okay, so
what's next?
That was my hot topic, but I'll get into my side of it. So I really think chickpeas are awesome. They're diabetic friendly because they're high in fiber.
Yep.
They're a great source of protein and what's it called? Meatless protein is really in right now, so it's kind of going with that trend.
Yeah.
My big thing is that chickpeas, at least for some schools, aren't allowed.
Really?
Yes.
Because it's a legume?
Yes. So I consulted a high school student a few years back. I suggested hummus as a snack for her to bring to her lunch, and she got it thrown out on her. So sorry. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they are related to peanuts, but
I've not even heard of a legume unfriendly school, and I taught at all of our schools around here.
I think it's new now.
Huh.
Because she got her lunch thrown out, and I'm very sorry for that.
That's very crazy because everybody works with the sun butter.
Right.
Which is soy.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that would be my only kind of critique there because I use chickpeas quite often, and I am a huge hummus lover.
Yeah, I do love hummus.
So I do love that. I've never had a chickpea dessert.
No, but you could, like, I mean, you look at some of the red bean desserts that are in the Asian cuisine, and they're extremely traditional. So there's definitely a place for that, and black bean brownies.
Yes,
in grade 9 and 10 foods, we make that.
Yeah,
like that's part of the curriculum. So and that's
so
good,
it's not really, it's nothing new, of course, but it's just
newly used.
And
used in a couple. I like it. I like the option of it for sure.
Yeah. I also like that you can use it in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So my big thing is I don't necessarily care if it's like super healthy for you, as long as it's a real food.
Yeah.
And chickpeas are obviously a real food.
Absolutely.
So I am super happy with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm a legume challenged person myself, so I don't tend to work with that.
That is a little bit tough.
Yeah. So I work around it. That's fine. There's ways around that.
I'm very happy that I can
that you're okay with it. You're like,
I don't think I could survive if I couldn't, but we make it work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that includes our podcast for the most part. I would like to just leave it open to you guys, the listeners. What do you want to hear? What do you want us to talk about? This was very laid back tonight, but we'd like to get more into specific nutrition stuff.
Yeah.
After
throw some geek at you.
Yeah.
So Cassandra.
Yes.
How can someone reach out and tell you what they want to hear?
So should we go through Living Holistic?
I think so.
Okay. So you can message us or comment on the podcast on Living Holistic's Facebook page or Instagram page. You can find us at Living Holistic Norfolk. You can also call if you want to call us. I'm here.
Yeah, there are things that are phones still.
Yeah. I mean, it's to all you young people. Just kidding. I'm one of you.
She's totally one of them.
You can pick up the phone
and actually dial it.
Yes. 519-426-8338. Let us know.
Yep.
Some people might not have Instagram or Facebook. So.
Yeah. So that's totally cool. And then also, if you are one of my people and not yet Cass's people, I have Facebook, Instagram.
Yes.
I now have Twitter.
We should say your Instagram, Facebook name.
Yep. So I am Natasha Food Geekery on Insta. Follow me. I am a clever. And
she posts really cute videos. I love them.
Too. They're fun. I do like them. So Natasha Food Geekery. Facebook, you'll find me at Natasha Grinsavichus, BASC. And that is also kind of at Food Geekery. So they're my Insta and Facebook.
I'll link them too when I post the podcast.
Perfect.
So it's just a quick click and click follow.
I like it. If you tweet, I've just opened up my Twitter account, and I think I am N Grinsavichus on that one. I'm trying to change that to Natasha Food Geekery, but I'm still learning.
Twitter's that weird one.
It is a weird one. I'm also reopening my Pinterest. So I've been visiting my Pinterest pages, and I've got some amazing geek stuff on there. So that is awesome.
I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah. And I'm building my website. So very shortly will I be launching my website, and you'll have all of those connections as well. So
amazing.
Yep. Food geek professional and food-aceutical junkie.
That's you.
That's me.
And I am Cassandra from Living Holistic. Should we say our...
Yes, you do it.
No, we should say it at the same time.
Okay.
What is it?
All right, ready?
Remember, you rock...
Oh, you messed it up.
Okay, let's try again.
You
guac my world. Bye, guys.
Bye.